wonderful group here. We have Leon, Asa, Madison, Miss Addie, Ruby's here, Mackenzie's here, Olmo and Ben are joining. I'm so excited. All right, so let's get started, guys. First thing we're going to do is our usual. Is Ava here today? No, we need a substitute. Okay, let me see who has the fastest hand in the West. Do it. Make sure your hand's super fast. Okay, hands down. Hands down all day, all the way. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, let me try that one more time. Mackenzie, make sure your hand's all the way down. Down, 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 down. Go. Whoa, Asa, maybe it was Asa. Okay, let's try Asa, okay? Asa, help me with being our substitute today.
Participate, be respectful, be on time, microphones muted, include full name in chat, stay seated, eyes on you.
Fabulous, thank you. Okay, let me make sure. I don't see her yet. Okay, so if she comes, we'll give it back to her. If not, you are sub. Our weekly spotlight. Here's who I noticed from yesterday. Our friends are, looks like Leon for being an awesome Zoom promise keeper, did not unmute until I said his name. I love you for that. And you get to pick a game on Thursday. I'm so excited. Isaac, amazingly detailed responses. Please remember, if you see a worksheet and it has lots of lines to write on, you need to write in complete sentences. Add your details there. Don't write 1 or 2 words and think that's a complete answer. Okay? So make sure that you can restate the question. Write a whole sentence. All right, next, Fayruza for working hard, keeping up with his work. And he's going to be, we have a couple of friends who are almost done with semester 2 already. Can you believe that? Wow. All right, so let's move on back to our substitute, Mr. Asa. What is today?
Today is Wednesday, January 18th, 2023.
Woo, beautiful. Great work. Thank you for that. Our January birthdays, we are celebrating our Carter and Mr. Michael. Fabulous. What are we doing today? Today, we're going to talk about retelling and the important details in retelling. This is our standard and it's in our curriculum. We need to know how to retell a story or a text. So we're going to retell a text to enhance our comprehension. That helps us understand what we read. We're going to use main story elements, the elements of a text, in logical sequential order. We're going to use and understand the central idea of a text and relevant details, the important details, the things we need to know for an informational text. Our next steps, also in our standards, are compare and contrast. How are they the same? How are they different? All the details that are presented by 2 texts on the same topic. All right, let's get started. Let me share the Nearpod. And if you have already, we gotta find it. Hold on. If you have already joined, we'll meet you there in just a moment, okay? Popping it in the chat right now. Okay, you should see the chat. And I think I heard a friend join just now. Let me see who's here. Oh, Isaac's here. Great. Hi, Frank. Viviana's here. Miss Emmy's here. Hello, guys. Hi, and Mr. Isaac is joining us. So now I'm going to stop sharing and meet you over in the Nearpod. If you check the chat, you should be able to see our link for the Nearpod, and I'll pop it in a couple more times. I think I will. Yep, there it is. Okay, check our chat, Zoom chat, and I already have 8 friends in, so whoa, join at any time. If you can't join, you can also write your answers in the chat, or you can raise your hand and hopefully I'll catch it, okay? So once again, there's our learning target. We know we're going to talk a lot about the important details of a text. Well, I found a great Nearpod that has a story. Yeah, this one's fictional. Fiction means fake. And it's a fictional story about a smelly skunk. And without further ado, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to retell a text using the important details and ideas. And you will be able to answer questions or comprehension questions about a text. That's probably the most important thing, don't you think? I remember when I was a kid and I read a book and then I put it down and then somebody asked me, what was it about? And I said, oh no. Well, it's important to know what you read, okay? Whether it's a sentence, a word, or even a whole text, to be able to recall the important details from it. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, now our first poll. How confident do you feel retelling a story or a text? A, super. I can retell all the events, the facts, the details in sequential order. I don't forget anything. B, I may forget some details. Sometimes I get them out of order and then I go, oh, yeah. Or C, I need help. I need help. And it's okay to say you need help. It's okay to say you need B, a little bit of help. And it's okay to say A, I got this. So let's see your answers. Nice. Oh, I love the honesty. Helps me understand what I need to teach. Great work, guys. So if you think you need a little practice, remember you can work on this Nearpod on your own later. It's time for us to discuss. It's discussion time. We're going to pick a partner, and I'm going to choose, I think, two groups to talk today. We're going to list examples. Think of examples of important details in a text. So I want you to think about that for a second before I call the first person. If I'm reading a story, or, well, let's start with a fictional story. Let's just start with like, a narrative or a story, maybe a fairy tale that you read. I don't know. What out of that whole story would be something that is important to remember? What details are important to remember? Something jumps out at me right away. I think I know what it is. And then there's several details that are important. Okay, Miss Cruz, let's pick somebody. You think you're ready? Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and choose somebody from the group. Who's that? That's Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Emmy, I want you to choose a partner, and then you have about 30 seconds to talk to each other about what details are important to remember in a story. Olmo. Okay, unmute Olmo. Here you go. All right, Emmy, you can start.
So, a part of details in a thing is like what it's about, and like it's what it's all about and what it's written.
Wait, are you saying the main idea? That's an important detail, don't you think? Yeah, okay. All right, Olmo.
Story about dogs.
Story about what? Didn't work. Okay, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay. So, Olmo, we couldn't hear you, and you're not done talking. Hold on. Oh, I think he's setting up his headphone. Okay, hold on. We'll give him another second. So, Emmy, you said main idea is something we do need to remember about a story. Great.
Yeah.
And Olmo, what's another detail that you need to be able to recall?
Like in a story about dogs.
Wait, so are you saying characteristics? Ooh, characters? Are you talking about the characters?
In the characteristics
Characteristics? Okay. So the characteristics.
Characters are important.
Yes, that's right. Main idea and characters. I agree. Good work, guys. All right, Miss Emmy, back to you. Who do you want to go for the next group? What are some other details? Leon.
Hand up for so long.
Okay, thank you. Leon, pick a partner.
Ruby.
Who is it?
Ruby.
Ruby. All right. Okay, so we have characters and main idea. What's another detail that you think you need to remember from a story?
Well, it's kind of like the skunk, the sticky skunk.
Okay, so think about where he is. What do we call that?
In the forest.
Yeah, and we call that a
setting.
All right, keep talking with, let me see. You selected Ruby. Ruby, let's discuss. What else?
The key details are really important because if you don't tell them in order, like the cat ate his lunch and then he ate breakfast, that wouldn't be in order.
Oh, so the events. Whoa, you just said, let me see, so far, what do we have so far? We have characters, main idea, the setting, and the events that happen. Yeah, it could be a problem, could be a solution, but it's an event, right? I wonder what events you guys will have today. Thank you so much, you guys, for discussing. All right, let's move on. We have some work to do. Here we go. And it's time to read. We're going to read a story on the next slide, and we're going to read it together. As we read, think about the characters, the setting, and the important details of the text. After, we will talk about the text and complete activities to help us better understand what we read. Then we will answer questions to check our understanding. Remember, there's a poll at the end. Okay? Now, let's read it. Let me open it up so you can see on my screen a smelly skunk. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. Now, it would not be helpful if we all unmuted at the same time, would it? It'd be too noisy. So I want you to read this a little bit on your own. I'll give you about 30 seconds to start reading, and I'll help you out. It says, Mr. Lee, but don't unmute. Try it. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, eyes off the page for a second. Look at me. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to reread this because it's important to reread your stories, even if it's a paragraph or a sentence at a time. It is so important to reread it. Okay, now here's how we're going to do it. I need some friends to help me. Okay, so I'm going to start reading, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to call a name, and you're going to continue to go. And then when I call the next name, they're going to start where the last person stopped. So you got to pay attention. All right, you ready? Okay. Mr. Lee took his dog for a
walk.
Keep going.
His dog was dark brown.
Keep going.
His name was Hunter.
Stop. Okay, Emmy, your turn. We got to Hunter.
Mr. Lee and Hunter walked along a path. The path was...
Stop. All right, let's try Olmo. You know where she stopped? Got to pay attention. Oh, I can't hear you. Who's going to be next?
The path was filled by Mr. Lee.
Oh, what happened to your voice? The path was by a field. Mr. Lee took
off Hunter's leash. Hunter ran and
Stop. Awesome. We got to Hunter ran. Ruby, you're next. Thank you, Almo. Hunter ran.
Suddenly, Hunter zoomed into the tall grass. Mr. Lee could not see him. Hunter, he called. Mr. Lee.
Nice. Okay, who wants to go next? Raise your hand, Addie. Hey, we got to here, I think.
Okay. Mr. Lee walked into the tall grass. He heard a
big breath. Strange
sound.
Stop. Oh, good work. Okay, who wants to go next? Oh, I need a hand. Oh, let me see. Benito. We got here. Ben, can you unmute? Oh, hurry.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
He heard a strong sound.
Oh, you got feedback.
Sorry. He heard a strange sound. And noticed the terrible smell. He looked down at the skunk ran off.
Stop. Good work. All right, I'll finish it off. The skunk had sprayed Hunter. Oh, Hunter, called Mr. Lee. It is bath time for you. All right. Now, you read it once on your own. We read it once as a group. Okay, we're going to get better at flipping and switching with our readers. And now it is time for us. Oop, I got to go back. Okay. Can you see the page that says key details? Can everyone see my green? Good. Now that we finished reading, it is time to summarize the key information of a text in the text. In the next activities, you will need to remember the important details. After the activities, we will check our understanding. Who are some of the characters in the text? Think back to what you read. Who were the characters? Is that an important detail? We need to know who is in it. Can you remember any names? You can call it out. You can type it in the text if you are, or the chat, if you're not in our Nearpod. Let's see how we're doing. Don't have any answers just yet. I wonder who are the characters. It's important to be able to remember these details. You don't have to remember everything, just the important things. And I think characters are really important. Oh, here comes a chat. The dog. Yes, the dog is one of the important characters. Mr. Lee, who remembers that? Yeah, and Hunter who was Hunter? Who remembers who was Hunter? Who was it, Isaac? Who's Hunter?
A dog is.
That's right. That's right. Remembering his name is important. Yeah, great work. You got that? All right. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow. Leon's retelling the whole story already. Nice work. Okay, so we have our characters. When you have a retell, there was that 5-finger retell thing. Remember that 5 fingers you learned? I think it was last year or the year before. It was a character, setting, beginning, middle, end. Do you remember that? You could use it on your hands. So we have the first one, characters done. Let's do the next one. Using words and pictures, draw the setting of the text. Or you can just tell me the setting of the text. Ooh, Olmo, go for it.
The setting of the text maybe was the forest.
Oh, I think people are going to agree with you. That's right. That's where skunks live, right? That makes sense to me. Oh, I see a chat. Somebody's coming in the chat too. Oh, the skunk was one of the characters. He did have a role, didn't he? If there was no skunk, then the dog wouldn't have gotten sprayed, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the forest. Look at all that greenery. Nice. Okay. Oh, they're putting pictures in of the forest. That is the setting in our 5-finger retell. which, by the way, is just a very simple method of retelling. It's sort of a guide to help you remember. We have our characters and our setting. Now we got to talk about those events. What happened in the beginning, the middle, and then the end? All right, that's the fun part. You know, a book is really boring if it doesn't have events. Okay, great job, guys. The forest is the setting. Let's move on. You agree, guys? We're good? Now, we have a story map. Beginning, middle, end. You can use pictures or words to tell the beginning, middle, and end of the text. Now, it doesn't have to be a long, long thing. Just type in a few words. This is not a place where you write full sentences, is it? This is just little sections to help you remember the events that happened. What was important, how it happened in the beginning.
You can write.
Okay, why?
Oh.
Hi, Isaac. Hi.
Hi.
Did you want to tell me what happened in the beginning? Go ahead.
They take a walk.
Very good. So in the beginning, you could just write, took a walk. It's not even a full sentence. What happened in the middle? Something bad happened, right?
They go to the forest, and the man take the dog collar off.
What happened to the dog?
He got played by a skunk, and the skunk ran away.
Okay. Did that happen in the beginning, the middle, or the end?
The end. And the man said, "You have to take a bath."
Okay. I think he's onto something. What do you guys think? Did you put where he got sprayed in the middle or the end? When I think of the end, I think of the very last thing that happened.
Middle.
Yeah, very good, Isaac. Good work. So we have a problem. The problem generally happens in the beginning or the middle. And the problem was he got sprayed. Ooh. And I don't know if you've ever smelled a skunk spray before, but it is not pleasant. Ugh. Think of the worst garbage. That's the stink. Hi, Desiree. We're almost done, actually. We're getting close to being done. I'm going to look at everyone's work. You can join the Nearpod if you'd like, or since we're almost finished, you can just call out answers when I call your name, okay? Oh, look at this. Can I show you Addie? Ruby's done. Let's see. In the beginning, they took a walk. In the middle, they ran in the grass. Do you want to move where he got sprayed by the skunk into the middle? And then the solution is at the end. You need a bath. That could be the ending. When Mr. Lee said, "Ooh, you need a bath. You stink." Here is Ruby's. Oh, Ruby's fixing hers up. Oh, look at the pictures in Miss Madison. Oh, look, he got sprayed. Ew. Hi, Emmy. Go for it.
Try looking at mine. I even put a picture and I drew some of it.
Let me see. It says it's in progress. Let me see if I can open it.
I submitted.
Well, remember, it's really slow on my end.
Yeah, I'll resubmit it.
Okay, I can kind of see the little picture, but it says it's loading. But look at the little picture. You see the little dog. In the middle, you can see a skunk. Okay, and then the ending, you can see he's getting a bath, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were, I love the pictures. If you were telling that with words, you'd have to add in the words what? What happened in the middle? I just see a skunk, so you have to say one more thing. What happened? Dog got. Go ahead, Emmy. What would you write in the middle? Oh, she's doing it. Okay, great. Yep, I love it. Usually the problem in a story happens in the beginning or even in the middle. And then the solution or the very ending usually happens, obviously, at the very end. Okay, so good work, guys. Great work. Now, let's review. We're almost done. But if you stay to the end, we're going to have a little game. So stay to the end. It's a synonym game. our quiz. What's our quiz? Our quiz is, who is Hunter? The cat, Mr. Lee's dog, or the skunk? Choose your answer. Who is Hunter? I think we established that. The next question, in which place did Hunter get sprayed by a skunk? Mr. Lee's home, in the tall grass, on a path. Where did he get sprayed? Okay, number 3. At the end of the whole passage, the text, Mr. Lee notices a strange smell, P.U., and realizes the skunk had sprayed Hunter. Mr. Lee then says to Hunter, it's bath time for you. Why does Hunter need a bath? To play in the bathtub. Hi, Madison. To wash away the terrible smell or to scare away the skunk? Go ahead, Madison.
The tablet got freezed.
It's okay. Why does he need a bath?
To wash away the skunk spray on him.
Exactly. Great job. Thank you, Miss Madison. And 2 more questions. What is the main lesson? Wah, wah, wah. In the text, a smelly skunk. A, skunks can spray you with a terrible smell. B, never let your dog off its leash during a walk. And C, dogs should always take a bath when they're stinky. What do you think, Asa?
Skunks can spray you with a terrible smell, so you have to stay away.
Okay, that is a true fact. What is the lesson that dog and the owner learned? Did they learn that skunks spray? Did they learn not to let the dog off the leash to run around? Or did they learn that dogs need baths when they're stinky? What do you think?
They learn to don't let your dog off in the woods, in the path.
Maybe that's what they learned. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Yeah, I see some thumbs up. That's an important lesson. Sometimes, remember, you could be right. There could be 2 lessons. You could say they learned that skunks do spray. That dog learned an important lesson that day. Don't play with skunks. And 2, Mr. Lee learned, don't let the dog off the leash. Now, what did Mr. Lee do when he noticed a terrible smell? Did he run away? Did he hide? Or did he look down? What did he do? Look down, hide, or run away? Oh, Desiree said he looked down, didn't he? And he was like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's my dog. My dog stinks. Great work, guys. I will check your answers after we're done. Oh, this is a think, pair, share, but we've already think, paired, shared. So I'm going to skip this part. You could do this with your family later. How did Mr. Lee know that the skunk had sprayed? Okay, what did you learn from the text? Was there a lesson or a moral? Did you learn the same thing that Mr. Lee learned? Yeah. Guys have like 30 seconds to write it in or share. What did you learn from the text? Mackenzie, can you tell me what you learned? Never
go by a skunk and never let your dog off the leash.
You learned the same thing? That's so true. Oh my goodness. Asa, thank you. Mackenzie, thank you.
Never let your dog off the leash and running around before it's smelly in the past, so don't smelly skunk doesn't spray it.
Dogs off leashes can get in lots of trouble, can't they? All right, great work, guys. Let's move on. How about our last poll? Remember, now that we have learned a little bit more about retelling, the important details, were you able to retell important information from the text? Yes, no trouble. B, still need a little more practice. C, no, it was confusing. Let's see how we're doing. Ooh, look at the answers coming up. Make sure you put a little answer in there for me. Were you able to retell easily? Yes, had no trouble. B, need more practice. Oh, there are the answers. C, it was too confusing. Awesome. Thank you for your honesty. I don't see anybody that said too confusing. But wait, there's more. You stayed to play a fun game that helps us improve our vocabulary. So if you need to go, you can go. It's okay. If you need to finish or do something new or something else. We have 5 minutes to play a game called Step Right Up, the synonym game. I will share the link in our Zoom chat when we're done so you can practice more on your own. So let's see if I can open it up. Synonyms. What are synonyms? First, we have to tell you that synonyms are words that have the same meaning. So like this example right here, small. Instead of saying small, let's use a new word. Let's use tiny or bitty or little or mini. How about cold? What's another word for cold? A synonym for cold is frosty or cool or icy or chilly. Now, why do we use synonyms? Why is it important to know several words that mean the same thing? To improve our vocabulary and our writing. All right, so this is what it looks like. We're going to open it up and you're going to see it on my screen. You're going to help me play it. Once again, if you need to go, I understand you can go, okay? Step Right Up is a game that helps us practice synonyms, but it is fast, okay? So prepare yourself. And I'm going to need us all to listen for just a minute. We're going to do synonyms. Antonyms are opposite. So I want to do synonyms, okay? Start basic. I want to go slower. Let's kick up. Remember in the ticket, we want to click synonyms. Synonyms is what we're going to do today. It's similar, synonyms, similar. That's how I remember it. Both starts with S. Read the word at the bottom of the screen and then click on the bottle with the correct synonym. Can you hear me? It's really loud. Okay, so look at the word at the bottom. It says flame. Flame. What's another word for flame? I'll do the first one. Oh my goodness. Big stomach, pick, house, fast, fire. That's a synonym for flame. Let's look at the next one. Home. All right, now, home. What's a synonym for home? Raise your hand if you see it. Oh, I see it. Mackenzie. House.
House.
You got it. Okay, what's a synonym for dad?
Father.
Oh, I heard it. Father. A synonym for quiet. Asa, you can unmute.
Quiet. Silent.
Oh, good work. What's a synonym for fine? Fine.
Okay.
Let's see, what is it? We got wash, stone, look, funny, throw, hurry, good. Difficult. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Silly. Oh, what's a synonym for silly? Who knows it? Yell it out.
Funny.
Funny. Oh, where is that?
Funny.
Okay, try this one. Hate. Ugh, I hate. I don't know. What do you hate? Octopus? Pie? What's another word? A synonym for hate? Don't see it yet. Oh, I think I see
Dislike.
it. Dislike. Let's try it. Yeah. Dislike. It has that part at the beginning. Oh, how about quick? Who knows quick? Synonym for quick? Fast. Let me see. Stop, bother, hot, friendly, odor, run, smile, love, little, lost. Oh, fast. I found it. Okay, now we're done. Let me stop.
Father.
Now I'm going to share it in the chat so you can grab it. You can grab it from our chat in just 10 seconds or less. Chat. Here it comes. It's an ABC game, and it will help you improve your vocabulary. Knowing more than one word, that says the same thing. Will increase your vocabulary and help your writing. It will make it more interesting. All right, my loves.